안녕하세요, 안차키입니다. You've joined another edition of Let's Speak Korean, and 지승현 선생님 is here with us as usual to help us with our lesson. 안녕하세요, 선생님.
안녕하세요. 안녕하세요, 지승현입니다. 다시 만나서 정말 반갑습니다. Well, it's good to see you again in this lesson.
Now let's go over what we learned in our last lesson with 선생님 first before we move on. We learned that we can use the expression 는대로 with verb stems to talk about one action coming right after another. Now let me ask 선생님, 오늘 일 끝나고 뭐 할 거예요?
일이 끝나는 대로 전화를 걸 거예요.
Are you calling someone special?
I guess you could say that.
Now could it be who I think it is?
Well, if your guess is my brother, you're correct. Well, actually, it's his birthday today, so I'm gonna make a very nice dinner for him.
Well, I thought you had a special date or something.
Oh, yeah.
Oh well, as 선생님 said, she'll be cooking for her brother. We're going to learn how to say we're doing something for someone or something, that is. All right, then let's watch the clip now to find out what's in store in this lesson.
마이클 씨, 고향에 잘 다녀오셨어요?
네, 아주 즐거웠어요. 그런데 이거
아니, 이게 뭐예요?
수지 씨를 위해서 제 동생이 보내는 거예요.
저한테요? 정말 고마워요.
그동안 저를 위해서 고생이 많았어요.
고생이요? 저는 고생 안 했어요. 그냥 즐거웠어요.
Michael has come back from his trip back home and Suji asked him if he had a pleasant trip. Michael has a very bright expression on his face and he hands her a present. Michael says that it is a present that his sister picked out for Suji to thank her for all the nice things that she did for him while he was in Korea. All right, then let's go over the key expression in this lesson. We'll learn how to say we're doing something for someone or something this time. It's the word for the person or the thing plus 을 or 를 위해서. Now, before we go straight to the complete expressions, let's start off with some simpler phrases that we will need to learn them. So this time, please listen carefully and repeat after 선생님.
음악회. 음악회. 졸업. 졸업. 생일 선물. 생일 선물. 가난하다. 가난하다. 교과서. 교과서.
Good. This time, let's take a closer look at how the key expression is used in the clip.
수지 씨를 위해서 제 동생이 보내는 거예요. 그동안 저를 위해서 고생이 많았어요.
What did Michael say as he was handing his present from his sister to Suji?
수지 씨를 위해서 제 동생이 보내는 거예요.
Michael says that the present is for Suji for all the great help that she gave him while he is in Korea. How did he say this?
그동안 저를 위해서 고생이 많았어요.
The common factor can be found in the phrases 수지 씨를 위해서 and 저를 위해서. 선생님, when should we use this expression?
Okay. This is an idiom that we can use when we talk about an action that we can take for someone or something. What we do is attach the objective particle 을 or 를 to the word, a person, a proper noun, a thing, or an abstract noun followed by the expression 위해서.
Besides the expression 를 위해서, we also have the expression 를 위한. Isn't that right?
Right. Well, that's a very, very important point we brought up right now. Well, the difference between two is that one is the adverbial clause and the other is a clause describing the noun. Well, so when we use the adverbial clause 를 위해서, we have to follow it with a verb or adjective. And when we use 를 위한, which is the clause describing the noun, we have to follow it with a noun. Okay, let's take a closer look with some sentences. The expression 위해서 is followed by the descriptive phrase 보내는 거예요. And the expression 위한 describes the noun 선물 for present that follows it.
So that's how it works. So 를 위한 must always be followed by a noun, right?
Yeah, that's right. But it doesn't really, it doesn't necessarily have to be a thing, but it could be a word it has a noun form.
All right, now I'm sure we can differentiate between 를 위해서 and 를 위한 now. All right, then let's get some practice with some examples.
어머니, 어머니를 위해서, 어머니를 위한, 동생, 동생을 위해서, 동생을 위한, 졸업, 졸업을 위해서, 졸업을 위한, 가난한 사람, 가난한 사람을 위해서, 가난한 사람을 위한, 한국어 공부, 한국어 공부를 위해서, 한국어 공부를 위한.
All right, that was very good. This time, let's practice some complete sentences by adding on some verbs and nouns. Let's repeat after 선생님.
저는 어머니를 위해서 새 옷을 샀어요. 동생 생일을 위해서 음악회 표를 샀어요. 친구의 졸업을 위해서 파티를 준비했어요. 이것은 어머니를 위한 생일 선물이에요. 이 집은 가난한 사람을 위한 병원이에요. 저는 한국어 공부를 위한 좋은 교과서가 필요해요.
It's time to go over some extra expressions that we ran across in this lesson. If you recall, we learned the expression 잘 다녀오세요 when we are seeing someone off. Well, this time we're going to learn how to greet someone when someone is coming back from a trip. 선생님, could you tell us what that expression is?
Sure. Well, Suji used this expression in the conversation when she met Michael, who has just come back from the visit to his home, right? She said, 잘 다녀오셨어요?
Literally translated, the word 잘 means well, and 다녀오셨어요 would be did you come back from your trip? That is literally translated. So when you want to ask someone whether they had a good trip wherever they went, this is the expression that you can use. Also, we can use this expression if you have a different tone, that is, to see someone off also. Let's ask 선생님 how that is done.
잘 다녀오세요. 잘 다녀오세요. 잘 다녀오셨어요? 잘 다녀오셨어요?
When Michael gives Suji the present, Suji is of course pleasantly surprised and she asks, "What is this?" How does she say this in Korean?
아니, 이게 뭐예요? 아니, 이게 뭐예요?
The word 아니, as we have learned before, means that something is not a certain way. But here it is not used as a negative expression. I think we should ask 선생님 for what this means. 선생님?
Okay, the word 아니 in this sentence here is used as an exclamation. Okay, it doesn't have a particular meaning here, but it is used to indicate one's surprise at something. Okay, let me explain that. Suji is expressing her surprise at receiving an unexpected present, right, from the Michael sister, right? And there may be a slight difference in the nuance, but it means almost the same thing as the expression 이게 뭐예요? Do you remember that we used the expression right?
All right, so it's the same word, but we have different meanings depending on the tone. Remember that. All right, then, it is time to wrap up what we have learned in this lesson. So, as usual, we're going to go over the expressions one by one along with the clip.
마이클 씨, 고향에 잘 다녀오셨어요?
마이클 씨, 고향에 잘 다녀오셨어요?
아니, 이게 뭐예요?
아니, 이게 뭐예요?
수지 씨를 위해서 제 동생이 보내는 거예요.
수지 씨를 위해서 제 동생이 보내는 거예요.
그동안 저를 위해서 고생이 많았어요.
그동안 저를 위해서 고생이 많았어요.
저는 고생 안 했어요.
저는 고생 안 했어요.
Let's take another look at the entire clip from the beginning once again. So this time, as I have mentioned before, please try to memorize the expressions. All right then, let's take a look.
마이클 씨, 고향에 잘 다녀오셨어요?
네, 아주 즐거웠어요. 그런데 이거
아니, 이게 뭐예요?
수지 씨를 위해서 제 동생이 보내는 거예요.
저한테요? 정말 고마워요.
그동안 저를 위해서 고생이 많았어요.
고생이요? 저는 고생 안 했어요. 그냥 즐거웠어요.
All right then, I'm afraid we have run out of time on this edition, but we will be back with another edition, that is another edition filled with useful Korean expressions. So until next time, 안녕히 계세요.